Tavo, ideas in the realm of Gematria from the Parshah for the Geulah. That means for the redemption. This is Article 50 because the Parshah of Tavo is the 50th Parshah in the cycle of Torah readings. The Gematria number for this week is 439. Does the number 439 sound familiar? If it does, then it should. It was the Gematria number of 2 weeks ago. That's right. The numerical value of Tavo is 439, and the numerical value of Shoftim, which was the Parsha before last week, is also exactly 439. These are the only two Parshas that have the exact same numerical values out of all of the 54 Parshas of the Torah. When looking at all the numerical values of the other Parshas, there are two others that come close, but they are one number off. Those are the Parshas of Vayeshev and Vayigash. Vayeshev has a numerical value of 318, and Vayigash has a numerical value of 319. And with the law of Kodalim, which states that a word can have the sum of itself as considered as a point, its own number with the kolol, meaning the fact that it's a word gives it a point. And if it's one off, it's okay. But still, I draw a distinction between gematrias that are one off and gematrias that are exactly the same. But still, it's notable. Pinchas, which equals 208, and Bahar, which is equal to 207, were not included in this equation. Number one, because they are in different books of the Torah, and two, they do not fit a comparable pattern of the ones mentioned above, namely that they have one parsha sandwiched in between them. In our case, it's Kitese, so Tavo and Shoftim have the same numerical value of 439. They have one parsha sandwiched in between them, Kitese, which equals 521, and in the case of Vayeshev and Vayigash, they also have only one parsha sandwiched in between them, which is Miketz, and that's equal to 230. What is very interesting is that the sandwiched parshas, namely Kitetse and Miketz, are very close in numerical distance as they are from the matching parshas. It's an average value of 85.25, which means it's not that they're the same distance. It's not that they're the same proportion, but in different directions. Which means, let's say the difference between Shoftim, Tavo, and Kitetse is 82, 521 minus 439, and if you average out Vayigash and Vayeshev, will be 318.5. And you subtract 230 from that, it's 88.5. So the average of that is 85.25. They're about the same distance in different directions, though, the same distance. So we see a similarity there. So basically, all that to say is, what is the connection between Tavo / Shoftim and Vayeshev / Vayigash? If you remember from 2 weeks ago, which I wouldn't have, so I'm not expecting you to, but the numerical value of the word galut means exile, is 439. The same numerical value of Tavo and Shoftim. Tavo starts off with coming into the land of Israel. When you come into the land. This parsha also describes the punishments and harsh consequences that come as a result of our sins that brought us into exile to begin with. Many of these horrible things actually happened throughout our long exile. Egypt is a land of our first national exile. And the stories that occur in the Parshas of Vayeshev through Vayigash deal with how the nation of Israel got connected with Egypt to begin with. First by the brothers selling Joseph, and the Geulah of Joseph's interpretation of Pharaoh's dream. I say Geulah because it's not the ultimate, the final redemption, but it is a Geulah because it's a revealing. It is a redemption at that point in time from the world's famine, the hunger, and Joseph's interpretation of Pharaoh's dream. By the way, Chalom Paro, Pharaoh's dream in Hebrew equals 439 as well. Chalom Paro is equal to Galut. So there could be secrets and connections to the exile and to the dream of Pharaoh. His interpretation ultimately provided food for the world during the famine and the redemption of Joseph revealing himself to his brothers. Shabbat Shalom. Have a great Shabbos.